He was so broke he had to rely on handouts just to eat. But the moment a soccer ball rolled to his feet, it was like all his troubles vanished. He started juggling it effortlessly in the middle of the street, completely lost in the game. The boy only snapped out of it when he tossed the ball back. The kids around him had no idea they'd just witnessed the birth of a future soccer star, and his skills went far beyond that. Since childhood, Santiago had loved the game. Every time he finished helping his dad with work, he'd rush to the park to play pickup. But when he tried to step onto the field, the ref yelled at him. Shin guards were a luxury he could never afford. But then Santiago noticed a trash can nearby. He tore up some cardboard boxes and stuffed them into his socks. This crude disguise fooled the ref. Once he got on the field, it was like watching Messi. A Marseille turn to shake off a defender, a step over to blow past two more, slicing through the entire back line all on his own. Then a deft chip and a perfect volley, the ball rocketing into the net like a missile. The other coach was livid, but a British scout in the stands was intrigued, and his instincts were sharp. He immediately saw both the boy's brilliance and his flaws. Before the scout could finish pointing it out, Santiago did it again, breaking through the defense and scoring. This time, it was the scout who was stunned. Scoring like that under heavy pressure proved the kid had extraordinary talent. As soon as the match ended, he approached Santiago, promising to bring a team agent to his next game. If he played as well as today, he'd almost certainly land a trial. And that was Santiago's dream. He ran home to tell his father, but his dad laughed it off. To him, only the rich got to chase dreams. Santiago silently agreed. They had been born in a Mexican slum, marked by poverty from day one. When Santiago was 8, his father risked everything to sneak the family across the border into America, the land of opportunity. But the truth was harsh. Without legal papers, his father had to scrape by, hiring undocumented workers to mow lawns and wash cars for wealthy families. Santiago himself worked at a Chinese restaurant scrubbing dishes. Even so, he pinched every penny, saving for his dream fund. He believed soccer could be his way out, and now the chance was finally here. He wasn't about to let it slip. That Saturday, he played his heart out at the town match. Step-overs, flashy ball control, precise shots. He wanted out of this life more than anything. But the so-called agent never came. He was lounging by a pool instead. Santiago only learned after the game that they were flying back to England the next day. Everything was gone. His father had been right. The boy's spirit dimmed before the scout's eyes, and the man couldn't take it. He couldn't watch this talent vanish. Using his connections as a former Newcastle player, he called the club owner himself. Putting his reputation on the line, he begged until they agreed to give Santiago a trial. And with that, Santiago's life quietly began to change. The next morning, right before boarding the plane, he shared the good news with Sunday. After all, Newcastle was a top-tier English team, and if Sunday could get in, it would completely change his life. But his father wasn't supportive. In his eyes, dreams were a luxury only the rich could afford, while people like them had to stay grounded and focus on getting through each day, not chasing unrealistic fantasies. His grandmother, however, did believe in her grandson, though she was a little greedy about it.
Can Santi make it as a professional?
Those words hit Santiago like a hammer, snapping him out of his numbness. From then on, he could be seen all over the small town, sweeping the streets during the day, working odd jobs at a restaurant at night, and spending his spare time playing small betting games with co-workers. In just 2 weeks, he managed to save up $1,200, enough to give his dream a chance to take flight. But when he came home after another long day of hustling, the sight of a brand new pickup truck parked outside the house made his heart sink. He rushed to his room, pulled out the shoe where he had hidden the money, and as expected, it was empty. There was no doubt. His father had taken it to buy the truck. When Santiago furiously confronted him, his father showed no guilt at all. Instead, he shamelessly claimed it was a good deal, since he'd give Santiago half ownership of the truck. In that moment, all of Santiago's hard work turned to ash. He locked himself in his room, letting the hot tears stream down his face. Maybe some things, if you weren't born with them, would always be nothing more than a luxury. Just as Santiago was on the verge of giving up, his loving grandmother surprised him with a transfer ticket to the UK. Santiago immediately realized she must have sold the jewelry from her own wedding, but she cheerfully told him that old things should be put to good use, to shine one last time. Then she fastened the family's heirloom necklace around his neck and told him to seize this opportunity with everything he had.